Hello my YouTube family, this is To Give Glory. Today is Friday, March the 28th, 2014, you guys. I was coming to you guys with the Mayo Clinic diet. We're on chapter 4 and this is 5 bonus habits to adapt. I'm going to read this little thing that it says right here. The add 5 habits and break 5 habits and lose it are must-dos. The 5 bonus habits here are optional but recommended. They all associate with weight loss. The more of them you follow and the more closely you follow them, the more successful you are likely to be in your weight loss effort, you guys. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one, which is keeping a food record. That's me writing it down. Food journal, food journal or something like that. You know, you can do it in the Lose It app. You can do it in MyFitnessPal. You can write it on paper. Whatever is convenient for you. Basically, what that is you just writing down everything you're eating. You're recording it. Whatever you eat throughout the day, how much you eat, how much you drink, what you drink, if it's milk, water, whatever it is. For you, those of you that have the book, we're on chapter 446. And then it tell you why, because it lets you, basically, it's a record keeping, let you know exactly what and how much you're eating. It also allows you to identify problem patterns in your eating behavior. People who keep food records are more successful at weight loss. And also the Mayo Clinic diet, they also have a journal also that you can get, but you know, you can just write down on paper, or if you do it on your iPhone or however. And it's basically telling you, you may need to estimate between the amounts that you eat, measuring everything, how much meat you cook, you want to measure it, or you want to put down in your journal that you ate a palm size, piece of chicken or whatever, however you measure your portion of your food. For mixed entrees such as casserole, try to list the main ingredients in them. Pay attention to spreads like gravy, different stuff like that, condiments, where they put on your food, like if you're at a restaurant or even at home. You pay attention to that because those calories add up also. If known, include the method of preparation. That's if they baked it, if they fried it, if it was boiled or grilled or whatever. Don't forget to record snacks and other small items because they do add up. Yes, they do. We might not think, when we tasting the food or tasting the kid food or grabbing a piece of candy here, all that add up. I'm learning it. Yeah, I should have been knowing it, but I'm really noticing that now. Write down, like I said, all your beverages and things like that. And also it say keep your journal with you at all times. So you can write down, like once you finish eating, you can jot it down or you can put it in on your iPhone. And this is one of the yes I cans. If you're unhappy with how your weight makes you look, take a photo of yourself, keep it with you at all times, and look at it when you're facing a challenge. Tell yourself, I'm making progress and I'm not going back. So don't ever beat yourself up. Just tell yourself, you making progress. You're a work in progress. And you're not going back to the old you. You're working on a new you. So that's my new thing. I'm working on a new me. Okay, bonus number 2 is say keep activity records also. So basically you're going to keep up with the type of activity you do, the duration and intensity. So if you're strength training, you're walking, you're jogging, running, whatever you're doing, if it's an exercise tape or whatever. It says record all your exercise and physical activities throughout the day, including the type and duration. Why? Record keeping helps you track the variety of activities and exercises that make up your day. Keeping a daily activity record for at least 2 weeks help you to be accountable and should help you establish a regular exercise routine. Seeing your progress can build confidence and inspire you to set higher goals. So, in your journal, you just list down, list if you was, if you was cleaning, if you played volleyball, if you went for a walk, you and the kids, went running, or whatever, y'all play kickball, you want to keep up with it. It say, be aware of how intense the activity feels to you at all times doing it. Indicators are your heart rate, your breathing rate, I can't get my word right, y'all. This is sad. Perspiration, like you sweating or not, and muscle fatigue. Take note of how slow or fast you perform each activity. Y'all got tongue tied right there. If you're walking or jogging, estimate the approximate distance you covered or the time you spent doing the activity. You may find it helpful to carry a watch or pedometer for this purpose. You may wish to include in your journal other information such as the weather conditions, type of, what was it? I got lost. You know, if your muscle was aching, if you were tired, if you was breathing hard, whatever, you want to put that in there. It's a, don't become an overachiever because you feel pressure to fill up your activity record. The record should reflect reasonable and achievable exercise goals that you have set for yourself and not make you a workout warrior. Do what's safe and comfortable, even if that may mean leaving a few blank lines in your record. So, you know, when you exercise, you always want to take note of if you're sweating. If you're breathing hard, if you're not, if you're aching, if you're having a hard time doing that certain workout, so you can be able to make changes, you know, whatever change you need to make. If you have to, you know, bump up your intensity, take your intensity down, you got to take away some time, add some time. So that's why anytime you exercise, you have to, you know, pay attention to yourself and your body. Only you can do that. Well, I'm seeing. Any activity you do is good, but the most benefit for you in terms of weight loss come from moderation. From moderately intense activities. And then say use the information that you've written in your activity record to help you plan to make exercise and other physical activities an important part of your regular daily schedule. Here's a yes I can. Look at this program as a game. Each day is a contest, and you chalk up a win if you do most of your habits on a day, and a loss if you don't. So if you do most of your habits, say, okay, I won this game today. And if you don't, oh, I lost this game today. But so that'll make you want to keep going and win the game. It says shoot for a winning season over the 2 weeks of Lose It. But we doing it more than 2 weeks. Okay, bonus 3, it say move more. Walk or exercise for 60 minutes or more every day. It say increase your walking or exercise to 60 minutes or more every day. This doesn't have to be 60 minutes in addition to the 30 minutes or more in the earlier habit. Okay, so it's 60 minutes or more total. Of course, the more the better, within reason. Increasing your physical activity to at least 60 minutes each day burns more calories and increase the health benefits you receive. So it's in this order, increase the frequency, duration, and intensity of your walking or exercise. Let me see where we at. And so you'll gradually do that. You'll gradually increase the frequency and duration of your walking program. You know, there are several ways to do that. Walking intensity, for example, by lengthening your stride, swinging your arms more, increasing your speed, or walking up a hill. If you've been inactive for a while, be cautious with a 60-minute workout. Be sure to warm up and start slowly. Initially, it's enough that you're doing something daily. Your health and safety are the highest priority. Keep the intensity low, enough that you can quickly build up to 30 minutes throughout the day or at a time. Once you're comfortable with a longer duration, increase the intensity. Eventually, try to increase to 60 minutes or more a day. And then once again, increase the intensity of your exercise. So, you want to also take into account if you have any medical or physical limitations, you know, determining that which is appropriate for you. But don't let lack of time or resistance to change be an excuse for not walking or exercising. But so if you have some kind of health problem or limitations, you know yourself, you know what you need to do. But what it's saying is don't make excuses, you know, letting you know, trying to resist the change, you know, trying to not change your habits and things like that. Yeah, stop you from working out. It say put walking on your exercise. Put walking or exercise on your schedule, just like you do an appointment, just like you go to work, or like an appointment you have to do. Make that a priority, top priority in your schedule, and don't cancel it for nothing or nobody. So you want to make sure you get some kind of type of physical exercise in. And it tell you, you know, you might want to record your steps. You might want to get a pedometer. You might want to get something to keep up with if you want to do 10,000 steps a day or however. It says to prevent boredom, consider doing a variety of exercise rather than just one. For example, rotate between walking, bicycling, and swimming with a dance or aerobic class thrown in as well. Or change your routine, such as switching between early mornings and late afternoon exercise time. Work out with a friend or group. And here's another yes I can. Look for exercises to, look for excuses to exercise rather than excuses not to exercise. Get past the first 5 or 10 minutes The rest is easy. And the more frequently you exercise, the more you want to exercise. And that is so true. You might get up there and get started. Those first 5 minutes of exercise seem like the most hardest time there is. But if you keep pushing and get past that first 5 or 10 minutes, then you in it then. So don't stop then, you in it. The next one is eat real food. That's bonus 4. Eat real food, mostly fresh and healthy, frozen or canned food. Eat only food that's in its natural state or is lightly processed. Real food. Limit or avoid more processed foods such as many canned and most boxed and conventional foods. Food is processed to make it safe, available, and convenient to use. But the processing may add unwanted fat, sugar, calories, and salt. Real food is loaded with vitamin, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, and other nutrients. Fast food is often filled with empty calories. Not everything that's processed is bad, but it's up to you to make the healthiest choice. Real food is often grown more locally and doesn't have much packaging. So, real food is the best. It says you can prepare a healthy meal almost as quickly as you can using highly processed conventional food, convenient food. The key is planning ahead, so that you have all your ingredients on hand. Plan ahead. So you'll start planning your menus, and you'll plan it with many fruits and vegetables. You'll add in your whole grains, your brown rice for like your carbohydrates, your whole grain pasta as a side or as a base for the main meal. Use lean source of protein, fish, chicken, meat, tofu in amounts no larger than a deck of cards. Prepare them in a manner that won't add a lot of fat and calories to your diet. Whole food have been minimally processed or changed from their natural state and retain most of their nutrients often. You'll find whole foods such as fresh vegetables, fruits, fish, and meat on the outside aisles of the supermarket. Freeze and preserve the nutrients in vegetables and fruits. Although the process may change the appearance slightly, frozen vegetables and fruits can be quickly thawed on running water and added to salads or other dishes. So you always want to check your ingredients and everything you eat. You want to make sure you plan ahead. You want to be prepared. You want to stock up on things that you need. You want to, like if you have canned stuff, it say rinse canned vegetables, beans in water to remove some of the excess sodium added during process. So you just want to, keep like little recipe cards on handy. You want to make sure you stack up on everything and look for ways to ease the stress of a meal preparation. For example, slice and chop fresh ingredients the evening before and then refrigerate them in a sealed container overnight. In the same way, dry ingredients can be mixed together on the day before. So, you just want to be prepared so it won't seem overwhelming or stressed. And here's another yes, I can. Picture yourself doing something that you always wanted to do, but which your weight has prevented. Bring that image to mind throughout the day, especially when faced with a challenge. And then the last one is write your daily goals. What motivates you each and every day. Every day, write down a goal that you can take action on and achieve during that day. Your overall weight goal can often be met through a series of smaller performance goals that build on each other. Goal setting keeps you motivated and help you stick with your program. So before you go to bed, say write down a goal or inspirational message and tape it to the wall next to your bed so it's the first thing you see in the morning. So I'll give you an example of that. It's an example of goal might be eating at least 4 vegetable servings, not eating at bedtime, walking an extra 3 minutes, or climbing an extra set of stairs instead of using the elevator. Put your written goals where you can see it throughout the day. Read it several times a day to keep yourself motivated. Avoid daily goals based on weight loss, as your weight may vary from day to day due to fluid fluctuation in your body. When you achieve goals in activity and diet, weight loss should follow. So don't let, I want to be 2 pounds less for next week. I want to be 2 pounds less by the end of the week. Don't focus on those goals. Because like they say, as long as you're doing activities, as long as you're eating right, that's going to come. It say cast your goals in a positive light. Avoid comments using should, must, can't, or won't. You'll subconsciously pick up on the negativity, which can lead to quick discouragement and failure. For example, rather than saying, I won't eat any more junk food for snack, offer a solution such as, I have a piece of fruit ready when I am hungry between meals. Make sure your goals are your goals and not someone else's goals. So when you're writing goals, don't be writing goals off of somebody else or what somebody else done or what somebody else told you to do. Make sure they're your goals, something that you want to do for you. Be sure to give yourself a pat on the back when you reach a goal. Rewards are an important part of the process, whether it's simple foot massage or just time to relax. If you get discouraged, review your goals for ways in which you can succeed in changing your eating and exercise habit. Remember that your efforts will likely have health benefits you may not even realize. Write your goals for today, not for tomorrow. Just as in many aspects of life, when a goal is set for the future, it's easier for you to put it off, and it remains for tomorrow. Rather than, I need to start walking more right today and walking an extra 10 minutes. So don't be looking at it in the, like present tense, like I'm going to do this tomorrow or the next day. Look at it, I'm going to do this right now, I'm going to do this today. Setting a realistic goal doesn't mean it's an easy goal. It's true that there's danger in setting the bar too high. Nevertheless, you can judge a goal based on how it challenges you, skills, and resource. It should stretch them a little, and how committed you need to be. It should require more effort. You may find yourself having to rephrase or rewrite a goal after you've tried it for a while. That's not a problem. If you're fine-tuning the goal to meet different circumstances, or you find the goal too challenging, it's not okay if you are changing the goal simply out of convenience. Here's a yes I can. Focus on today, not yesterday or tomorrow. Take it one day at a time, and your effort will add up to success. Take it one day at a time, and your efforts will add up to success. Don't look at, the next day or the following day or a month from now. Look at, especially when you're starting, step by step, day by day, meal by meal, one day at a time, you guys. Okay, chapter 5. What have you learned? You're 2 weeks into a lifetime of better eating, moving, and enjoying a healthier weight. But it's time to see what you can learn from what you've already done. So you can be even more successful in the future, you guys. So basically, chapter 5 is just basically looking over what you've learned, through your journey, through your goals, about writing down things and stuff like that. And now it's just time to analyze your results. So if you already been on this journey for a long time and you're kind of stuck, or you keep starting over, or you trying to figure out, why this is going on, you need to analyze what you're doing. You need to analyze your routine, how you're eating, because that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at how I'm eating, how much I'm exercising. Am I exercising too much, or I'm not exercising enough? Am my intensity not high enough? Is it too low? Am I eating too many snacks? I'm looking at all that, and I realize a lot. My main thing is like, the snacking and stuff like that. So that's why it's good to write down everything. So basically, chapter 5 is just basically telling you to analyze your results and stuff like that on what you're doing. So you might want to do like a habit tracker. Like right here, it has it just kind of, you see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a habit tracker where they have like add 5 habits. They wrote down all the habits that you're supposed to add. They wrote down all the habits that you're supposed to break. And then they wrote down the 5 bonus habits. And it's like day 1 through 7. And it's like on the end a total. So like if you ate breakfast for day 1, you check. Day 2, you check it. Day 3, you skip it. And then at the end of that week, you put down the total days that you did that habit. That you broke, your habits, added habits, and add 5 additional habits. So that's basically what a habit tracker is. And I think it's very good, especially when you first starting, so you can see, how you're doing. And then it also just tell you to look at like the yes I cans, and you have to find things to encourage you, to inspire yourself to keep going. Even when other folks are not there to inspire you, even when it seems like it's hard and you want to give up, you have to find that motivation within yourself to push yourself. We all busy. We all get discouraged because I'm busy. I got twins and a 2-year-old. I got to cook and clean, and I got to take my children to school. I got to check on them. I got to go to appointments. I got to get them to appointments. It's very challenging. But if you want it, you're going to work for it. So, basically, that's all chapter 5 tells you. And then do like another one where it tell you about eating fruits and stuff like that. You just kind of write it down. I wish I can see that pretty much. I don't know if y'all can. But y'all see that. But that's basically, you know, how it looks. And then from there, you know, you figure out what you need to work on, what worked for you, what didn't work for you, not what worked for somebody else, not what somebody else did or said, but what worked for you. You have to figure out on this journey what's working and what's not, and then you have to start making changes, you know, from there. And then, you know, let me see what else they might have in here. But anyway, we basically on part 2 now, which is called Live It. It's a Lose It gave you a quick start, which tells you about how getting ready, prepared to start, you know, this journey. Live It put it all on the path for you, where you can enjoy, you know, lifetime for a lifetime. Set goals, eat from the pyramid, burn calories, be active. So, you know, next week we'll be on chapter 6, preparing to live it. So basically this is getting you prepared, just kind of getting your goals in perspective, writing down, seeing what's working for you, what's not working for you, seeing, you know, where all your shortcomings at and things like that. And I think further on in this book it's gonna start helping you realize what trigger you're eating, what trigger you to eat when you're not hungry. Is it stress? Is it your emotions? You know, different things like that. So right now what we need to focus on is the 5 habits that we need to break, the ones we need to add in the bonus habits. So, you know, make sure y'all looking at y'all goals, you know, the goals that you set for yourself and not what somebody else have set for you, unless you got a personal trainer that's helping you work on those goals. So, you know, you want to push yourself. You don't want to give yourself excuses not to work out. Don't give yourself excuses to quit, but give yourself excuses to keep going. If a goal seems like it's not, you're not reaching it, kind of change it around. Don't erase it, period. Change it around, add to it, take from it, whatever you have to do to reach that goal. So you guys, that is it. That was chapter 4 and 5. So next week we'll be on chapter 6. So I hope that helps somebody. And if you're really paying attention to this is some good information. It's just, I know the videos be long, you guys, but this, like I told y'all, these videos is going to be long, because this is something that can really help you, where you can kind of look at your lifestyle, look at your journey, see what's working for you, what's not. Because you might be stuck at a state like, what is going on? This kind of help you to analyze what you're doing, what you're not doing, what you need to do, and help you put it all in perspective. So if you're listening to me reading, even though sometimes I might stumble over my words, that's okay. But this can really, really, really help you. So I just pray that everybody's doing good on their journey. If not, keep pushing. Just don't give up. I'm sorry, and half of the video my head was cut off like that. But anyway, but I'm going to talk to you guys later. I'm going to go ahead and try to get this downloaded. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Nice weekend, you guys. Make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have any questions on anything that I've read, just let me know. Leave a comment. Email me or whatever, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I'll be talking to y'all later. Bye-bye.